What's up, guys? Tristan X with squaDRONE and Velfar Drone Squadron and my gaming crew, Gamers R Us, here to do a video game review, Perfect World Mobile. This game came out just last week in the first week of September, and so far it's been a memorable experience in comparison to when I first played Perfect World back in the late 2000s. So this game is comparable to other games that are made also by Perfect World or PWI, games such as Jade Dynasty and Forsaken World as well. So without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right into this game. Wow, I'm like fumbling my words this morning, which kind of sucks. So last week I went ahead and started I made one character so far, which is the Blade Master. Blade Master is a dual wielder or a single-handed, two-handed weapon, and I would love to try some of the other characters, which I also made an archer type class as well too. And let's check out and see if I can make another one real quick. What's Untamed? Ooh. Get to be a beast. So let me move this real quick. Okay, so when you first make your character, you have three different races to choose from: humans, untamed, and winged elf. So humans, self-explanatory, they're pretty much human beings like you and me. Winged elf, that's a race of beings that are elf-like creatures with actual wings, as it says right there, and untamed is what you just saw. So let's go look real quick what human characters look like. Now, from my understanding, when you pick any of the three races, they have specific classes tailored to those races. So for example, for humans, you have either the Blade Master, which is the very first character I used. I'm all about the fast attacks. Or Wizard, Spellcaster, and so forth. Oh, wow. And you get to wield a two-handed like weapon too? No way. Oh man, I might want to visit that later. Okay, and then Wing Elf. There we go. As it says on the race description, you're an elf with wings. Ooh, this one's sporting a Chikarum like or a ring-bladed weapon type. That looks pretty cool. So that's a cleric. And then the archer. Now normally when I play games, MMORPGs, I atypically go after characters that are projectile type. So I always pick a class such as the archer or some sort of shooter type class character, and I always like to shoot from a distance. But having a close range character like the Blade Master, which was the first character or class character I went after, I had a lot of fun messing around with that one. Okay, so I'm gonna jump straight into a game real quick. I have to pick up some stuff that I'm supposed to get on a daily basis, which I missed out on yesterday's. Oh wow, it's Tuesday morning already. I just got off work, you guys. So okay. So the gameplay itself is just like almost close to what I remember playing in the original Perfect World game. You have the option of either playing it in full 3D mode, such as this, or in 2.5D mode, by simply tapping a function button right at the bottom part of the screen. Ooh, God bless me. You have 3D and 2.5D. And then on top of that, on the home row, you also could take a photo, a snapshot of how you want to do your character. So take a quick snapshot. Voila, done. And then to get out of it, you just hit the X on the top right hand corner of the screen. And then you also have what's auto mode, so you can throw yourself into auto combat. And then when you click on either one of these quest lines over here that you have, it'll automatically just do what it needs to do. Now, I'm not necessarily all about, like, you know, just auto questing everything. I mean, it kind of takes away of like you actually, you know, having that ability to have full control of your character. But in this day of age now, where things are just happening rapidly, you know, we have lives as well too. You know, I once was a gamer. You know, I didn't have a job. You know, just stayed at home, and you know, I wish, you know, there was games that actually had that ability to do that. So, you know, having to get accustomed to, you know, just playing the game around, you know, having full manual control, take it off of auto combat. You know, I like, that's something tangible for me to actually have in terms of getting what I want to get. Now, just like any other Asian MMORPG, and I say Asian MMORPG in comparison to stateside US based developed MMORPGs, a lot of the games either are free to play, where there's somewhat minimal amount of, like, you know, pay to win format. But then again, that list of games, you know, on the Asian side, it's very short, as in comparison to games where, you know, it's free, but there's a lot of stuff that, ooh, I like this or that, and it's primarily, it's like 50% cosmetic stuff, and then the other 50% is boosters. When I say boosters in reference to potions and other items and craft and pieces of material that give you a slight beneficial advantage over other players. Some of them can be temporary boosters, and some of them can be permanent, which is kind of a rare thing actually to have a permanent booster. With the notable exception of, like, if you get like premium upgrades, like for example here, I'm going to tap on what's called the benefits section. Depending on what you get, I'm just going to mess around with this draw thing real quick. This is not what I wanted to get, but let's see what I draw out. Okay, Mirage Stones. Those are used to upgrade your weapons and other pieces of character gear as well too. Ooh, server gift. Now, what's interesting about these free-to-play MMORPGs, especially now coming out on the mobile platform, you know, you get all these benefits, whereas like every day you log in, you get something cool, or you get some sort of enhancement, or, you know, extra premium cash level stuff, or just actually cash as well. So if you notice on the top row section, you have actual gold that you actually have to purchase with actual money, and then locked in gold, silver, and then gold, regular gold, where you can obtain it through doing some specialized quests, for example, and then just doing quests in general, or selling back items to the NPCs. You can get just regular silver as well too. Alright, so we'll get out of here for a moment, and then we're going to go to offer section. Now this is what I was looking for. Alright, so what I should have been doing, or what I missed out on yesterday, was like playing all these stuff that I get on a daily basis. So I purchased the Akiaso card and the Riverside card, which every day I'm supposed to get actual gold. Like for example, with the Riverside card, with the 100 ingots, it's supposed to attribute towards here with my actual gold. And it does not update until after I get out of this whole entire screen. So let's go to limited real quick. I'll hit that gold real quick. Haven't fully explored this game yet in terms of what certain things do or certain functions do. So just bear with me as I go along these games. The mall section says, it's a permanent costume set that you can get. So bring it back top up section. So you obviously whatever you top up you get gold or ingots, I should say gold ingots, and then some of them also offer the locked version, which is the second tier. Okay, so some of the other basic functions of the game, you control with the left screen stick here. You can actually have full control of the character, so full three-dimensional control. Okay, yeah, the screen that I was on earlier was 2.5D, so even though it says 3D here, actually I'm in 2.5D mode. I can still rotate around, but I can't adjust the tilt. Not only until after I hit back on the 3D. Attack buttons are right here, so that's primary attack, and then all these other specialized stuff are special skill attacks that are specifically geared towards whatever class / race of characters you choose. And then on the rest of these other buttons over here, you have, like I said before, I explained what the offer was, the benefit, and mall section was. But you can also trade, so they actually have an auction house or trade-in stuff. Get out of that. Artifacting. I guess I got all this stuff. Okay, so depending on what I do and how I choose to get some specific like I said, I haven't fully explored this game yet. I just barely got it on launch day, and I just jumped straight into just trying to get the max level, which I think right now top level here is 56, but don't quote me on that. I can check on the ranking system. Social is like actually allows you to post stuff on like Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and so on, YouTube. That path section allows you, like, depending on how you cultivate your character, how you raise your character, it allows you to gain specific things. Like for example, if I reach BR, so BR I think is your battle rating. It's your battle rating. So based on like just like in World of Warcraft, it's the it's like your gear rating based on the kind of gear that you have on you, from your weapons to your armor and other accessories for your character. So it gives you one big rating number. So if I want to find out what my BR is, my battle rating is, I'll find out here. Battle rating, which I cannot find. that is my, okay, so when we say power, it's also the BR rating. So the BR rating is right there. So that's my current BR rating. Get out of that. Okay, let's go move around real quick so you can see the game, what it looks like. So graphically wise, it's much better than the original Perfect World, in my opinion. I mean, back in the mid to late 2000s, MMORPGs developed back in Asia, whether it's South Korea, China, or Japan. They graphically wise, it was something like, I guess, rudimentary, maybe, or just. I mean, you could still notice like the polygons here in terms of like. It's not a full cutout. I mean, you can tell right there that's like for this tree, for example, like how low poly the tree is, and the textures just looks like it's just splattered on there in terms of like, you know, I mean, at least we can tell the definition of like, hey, that's a tree, whatever. So just like any other games, I mean, that'd be cool. Or it's better that they actually, focus the details on the character itself. So this would be comparable to something of a low to normal settings if you're playing games like, I'm trying to think of some. It's been a while. I've been out of the MMORPG scene for a couple of years now. I want to say maybe comparable to something like Guild Wars 2, perhaps, or if not, just a bit better. Because I mean, I like how much more detailed these characters look. Because if I remember back on Guild Wars 2, the character detail wasn't really necessarily there. Okay, so how I can compare this to, there's another Asian MMO called what was it? Blade and Soul. Blade and Soul was was one game that I used to like playing back in the days, and this character kind of reminds me of like how much the character details are with in comparison from this game to Blade and Soul. So there you have it. And then over here you have the bag section, and move this down a bit, and the enhancement and achieve. So once you click on that section right here where it shows kind of looks like a crosshair like icon, you have to enhance your weapons, find out what you've been achieving so far, and depending on what you achieve, you can actually claim free stuff, which is, it's a nice thing that they added on this game as well too. Characters, so that's the same thing as if I clicked on the icon back up here where my character's face is at. Guild, if you're in the guild as well, you have the skill section, you have the cultivation. Now ranking, let's see. Okay, never mind. I was so wrong about the level of, like, a high level right now. So I guess I'm not sure what the level cap is yet on this game, but so far looks like the highest level character on the server I'm on is a level 71. So I'm not sure what the level cap is on any of the servers or on this game entirely. And then skins. Oh, I have that samurai armor that so I got that for free at some point earlier when I first started playing this game. Yeah, I'm definitely playing that on. And the Eidolon, okay, Eidolon is like basically like your pet, and you can raise it, and if you want to let it go, you can release it. Not sure what the recall button does. Oh, what in the world did I just do? Okay, fight. I guess it fights for me out there? I'm not sure. I don't remember. I see the... Okay, there. If you notice there on the bottom right here, that little brownish thing is my Eidolon. And then settings, let's see. Let's see if I can actually really ramp up the graphics on this game, if it allows me to. But basically how you want to set this all up, how fast you want to trim your camera speed, camera vibration. I might as well look at this at another time. Okay, there's graphics. Exquisite, custom. Yeah, I'm pretty much maxed. Okay, maxed out my resolution. I am rocking a Note 10 Plus, so for you guys who follow me on YouTube or on my Instagram account, I just recently got 2 Note 10 Pluses now. And then as of this previous Saturday, I got another Note 10 Plus. So I retired my Note 8 and then got a Note 10 Plus. And I got the 512 gig version. So the first two that I got are the 256s. 256 gig version. The point is, I mean, the way games are now coming out in the past few years, role-playing, MMORPGs, action movies, is just looking much, much better. So I'm going to do one test real quick. Off of my mount, which was that sword thing that I was riding on, that silver trophy. And holy crap, that's never mind, I could probably check it out. Back to 2. Oh wait, I have to wait for that countdown to go down. Man, I've literally spent over 23 minutes talking on this game. So yeah. Oh shoot, I should have finished it. And like I promised before on my last game review, which I did on another game, I promised to start doing a 0 to 10 star review of the game. And after a week of playing this game, I want to give this game a 9.5 stars. The guys at Perfect World did a very good job developing this game and then porting it over to the mobile world. And just as much fun as I had when I was playing the original Perfect World International, or PWI for most people who know when they call it just PWI, Forsaken World, or J Dynasty, which is another personal favorite of mine. They did a very good job. I mean, the game compares into those other Perfect World games that have come out in the late 2000s. Alright, this is Tristan X, and I'll see you guys on the next game review. Game hard, and fly safe for all my fellow drone pilots out there, and for all my foodies out there. Please share with me some of the places that you've been to by dropping a comment on this video or any of my other videos on my channel, which is www.youtube.com/Tristan Malik Delta, TristanMaligDelta.